Good morning. Good Tuesday morning to you. May 17th. Man, halfway through May already. I've got a powerful analogy for you this morning. Maybe one of the most important things I've ever talked about when I get on here. But I heard Dr. Ben Carson speak yesterday for just a few minutes, and he was talking about that shooting that happened over the weekend. And he said, "What do you expect?" He goes, people on TV are constantly preaching to us that America was founded on racism, has been the most racist country in the world. He said it's just a constant theme over and over again. And he goes, if you tell people that over and over again, especially those that are on edge, that are, definitely the very few in this country, when we do have issues, it sets those people off. And he said, I expect to see more of it. He goes, when we're constantly berated all the time on how terrible of a country we are, how racist of a country we are. And it made me think, this is not only in this area, but to me, with what I do, I see perspective all the time in action, working, taking place, unfolding. That's just part of my life. It's what I do. And maybe I see it too clearly, but this one's very obvious to me. It's just like the environmental stuff. If we're preaching to the world that the world's ending, that we're killing the environment, that we've been the worst thing on the planet from the beginning, what's going to grow? What's going to be in people's minds? What's going to take place? Last night I was talking about the most powerful soil on the planet's between your ears. But if we're teaching this to the masses and we're teaching it to the young people, what's going to grow in our world? We're going to create more of that. I mean, we're put on this planet as creators. We're creating stuff every day. Look at how evolved the world has become over the years. And to be honest, I'm in and out of people's houses all the time. I see very little racism at all from any side, any direction. Is there cases in our country? Absolutely. Is there bad people in our country? Absolutely. There's always going to be. There's never been a time in our history that we haven't had to deal with people that don't have good intentions. They're just part of the fabric, unfortunately, and it sucks because, this world that we live in is a pretty amazing place. But that's a part of our life. It's part of reality. But I don't think we should go around preaching narratives that set these people off. And that's what's taking place. When it comes to like the environment, how should we be looking at it in a way that it's going to be better? Well, the United States has some of the cleanest air in the world. We have more regulations and stuff to control pollution than any other country in the world. So what should we be saying about should we be saying about our country? That we evolved better than any other country, that we've grown more than any other country, that we're a leader in clean air. We're a leader at making the world a better place. Why aren't we preaching that? Because if that message grows, that the world's getting better, what could that turn into? Interesting question. What if we look at racism in a different way? What if we look at, we had a problem with racism early in our country. Didn't even come from our country, but we dealt with it. And it's evolved. It's got better over time. There's more equal rights, more human rights than we've ever had before in our country. It's grown to a place where we're the ultimate melting pot. We're a country of immigrants getting along with each other for the most part. Outside of places that are, not being encouraged to do the right thing, to have the right perspective, what causes all the violence in some cities? Interesting. Could it be the narrative? Because in the place where I live in the world, in Tennessee, I don't live in that world. We don't have that issue. Could it be that we look at life a little bit different? Interesting. So the next time you see this on TV and stuff, ask yourself the question, is this helping our world? is preaching to people that we're evil people, we're bad people, we're racist people. Is that helping? Is that encouraging the right people? Interesting. So same thing with anything that's going on in the world. Who are the people that's preaching a better picture that we've grown? We're leaders. We are the best country in the world. What will each one of those grow into? That's the question. And I know many people don't watch this, but the deal is, I hope somebody on here watching today shares this with somebody else. This perspective, this insight. And then I hope that person shares it with somebody else, because we need this in the world. We need to know what's helping and what's not helping. And it's not that hard to figure out. I mean, I'm maybe super sensitive to it because I see it all the time, and I understand it very clearly. And maybe this is not clear to a lot of people, but man, I think it's important. It's probably the most important thing I've ever talked about on here. So, man, I hope you guys have a great Tuesday and promote good thoughts in the world. Be salt and light. It's amazing what can take place when a lot of people start to do that. You guys have a great Tuesday.